Well, hello everybody. Um, let me get situated here. So, this episode is not going to be as long as the other episodes. I wanted to keep it brief, but I also wanted to speak my part on what I thought about Kobe Bryant. Obviously, it affects all of us in a different way. You can see all over social media that the man was loved not only by his family, not only by basketball players, but people across the globe who probably would have never touched the sport of basketball, or they would have never gone to such lengths to be the best at what they do. And I don't feel like anybody embodied that mentality like Kobe did. Um, it never seems real whenever you go to sleep, you wake up, whenever you're thinking about everything that's going on, you want to wish that it's a bad dream, but sometimes bad things happen to great people. And we we don't really have superheroes. I know there's Marvel, there's DC, there's even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We don't really have superheroes. We just have the ideas of creating them and then making movies about them. But when someone excels in a category so high that you don't think it's ever possible that someone else will do that in their lifetime, we view them as superheroes. Like they're untouchable. They can't be harmed, but death doesn't discriminate to anybody. And my thoughts and prayers are going out to all of the families involved, as well as Vanessa and her three other daughters. So, what I wanted to do for this episode was speak on how Kobe influenced my life. I wanted to take this time to take an 8-second moment of silence just for Kobe, and then at the end, I'll take a 24 moment of silence. I will crumple up a piece of paper, and it is definitely going in that trash can over there because I'm never saying anyone else's name when I shoot my paper wad into the trash can. It is forever going to be the Black Mamba. So I never really played basketball personally, and something that got my attention whenever I was playing or whenever I was watching, it would be Shaq wasn't really, he was a dominant big man, but I'm only 6 foot tall. I'm not really a dominant big man. Um, and then you go to Michael Jordan. I was born in 1996. So Michael Jordan was towards the end of his career, but the beginning of my lifetime whenever I was actually watching basketball. And there was just something about this kid, Kobe Bryant, that stood out as soon as he stepped on the court. And I think the thing that we should all take away from the life of Kobe Bryant is working hard like you aren't the best. So what I'm going to elaborate on what I mean by that. And Some people, like Kobe, like Michael Jordan, were naturally talented. But what differentiates Kobe from other people is his willingness to never stop working and pretending like I I'm not as good as I think I am, but I'm going to outwork you anyway. And that mentality can be applied to so many things in life. Um, I do hope that his kids carry on his legacy as I know that he would have wished. And once again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Vanessa and the children, along with anyone else affected by the helicopter crash. So at this time, I'm going to take my 8 seconds and in memory of Mr. Kobe Bryant. So I also wanted to do my Mountain Rushmore of Kobe moments. So, like I said, for me personally, when I was growing up, that was the guy to look to. All of the greats in the '90s era were on that tail end of their career, and this was also the time that LeBron James was coming into the league. And the way that Kobe played his life on and off the court, like he put his 100% into everything. And if it didn't warrant his energy, then it wasn't. You could tell that whatever he worked on it to its fullest. So my Mount Rushmore of Kobe moments, number one is the 81-point game against the Raptors. Uh, I remember watching that game on TV. I never actually got to see him play in person, but everybody always used to say that, like Kobe was a ball hog, you want to take all the shots, blah, blah, blah. But you best believe he made them shots count. I saw this joke on Facebook. It said, in regards to everyone doing or not everyone, the NBA doing um, their tribute to Kobe. Most of them are taking the 8-second shot clock violation or the 24-second shot clock violation. And someone said that Kobe's up in heaven, like every possession counts. And I thought that was a good joke. I like that, and I think he probably would have too, because that that's what his mindset was, and he probably up there like a turnover is a turnover. You need 2 assists to make up for that turnover. Um, my second Mount Rushmore of Kobe moments is the Achilles tear. So the Achilles, as most people know, is the tendon where your heel goes into your foot, and the play where he tore it, to me, it didn't really look like a serious injury. But most of the time, when athletes tear their Achilles, you don't think that they're going to come back from that. But this man walked on his torn Achilles and went to go sink his free throws, because in basketball, if you don't shoot your free throws, if you've been hurt on a play and you don't shoot your free throws, you're not eligible to come back in the game. So Kobe tore his Achilles heel and planned to come back into the game after making his 2 free throws. That, to me, that's just blasphemous. Um, so um, my third Kobe moment didn't really have anything to do with him actually playing basketball. There's a meme that's on the internet somewhere. I'm sure you can Google it. And Kobe, I don't know who he's talking to, but he looks over at someone and is like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so you can check the resume, I got 5 of them things. 5 of them things. Don't check me. He was retired talking smack, and that's what I love about him. You can't take those things away from him. And then my last Mount Rushmore of Kobe moments is the Academy Award that he won for Dear Basketball, because I always find it interesting as someone who played sports when they were younger, not obviously on a professional level, but watching someone transition from the professional sport that they play to regular everyday life. It's very, very interesting to see what someone will do with all of their free time now that they're not playing games, now that they're not practicing. And in addition to coaching his daughter and starting the Mamba Academy and writing a book, Kobe managed to put together an animated film on his relationship with basketball and him leaving basketball. And we all can relate to uh, counting down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sinking the last shot to win a championship. And I think Kobe did that beautifully, and he was very, very much deserved to earn that award. And I'm glad that they're honoring him at the 2020 Oscars. So now I'd like to take my 24-second moment of silence for Mr. Kobe Bryant. All right. To whoever's watching this, go home, kiss your loved ones, hug your loved ones, even if they push you off. Continue to hug them, continue to love them. No day is promised to anyone. I believe in God, and I tell the devil every day that he messed up by letting me wake up. I will take advantage of every day. And Kobe, I thank you. May you rest in peace. May you be up there like giving Jesus the 1-2. And Gigi, you are a beautiful soul. I know that you looked up to your dad in ways that none of us can imagine. I'm sorry that your life had to end so abruptly. We love you. May you rest in peace. The other 7 victims in the helicopter crash, may you rest in peace as well. I love you. I'm out.